from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease. And they through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get set. 21.
Breeze to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints getting the football back here in a second, and those Saints saw their 10-game winning streak come to an end last week at AT&T Stadium. First half was really rough offensively. Drew Brees only passed for 39 yards.
I thought this league was all about offense now, right? I thought we had moved past the defenses. You're just trying to hang on, make a play or two. The Dallas Cowboys brought it back last Thursday night, holding Drew Brees only 39 passing yards in the first half.
Yeah, the fewest yards for New Orleans in a half since Week 3 of 2004 against the Broncos. But, hey, look, they're still 10-2. There's not a whole lot to cry over right now.
No, not at all. Their big thing, chasing the Los Angeles Rams now for the #1 seed in the NFC, so they can have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. If they get a tie, they win it because they beat the Rams earlier this year.
On second down, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a... New set of downs. Breeze now after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Easy. Run. Good set.
On 2nd down, Ingram. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees scoring on the to sneak from a yard out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Focus. Snickers.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Black 20. Focus.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. No spacing. Check 15, check 15.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. A.J. Klein in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. On that incompletion, since we're hitting the home stretch of the regular season here, wanted to talk about some of the sack leaders on the defensive side of the football. Not too many surprises, really, if you look at the top 7 or so. Aaron Donald, he's number 1 right now, 16.5 sacks.
That just tells you the greatness of Aaron Donald, that it's not a surprise to us that he leads in sacks. Yet he's mainly a defensive tackle. Usually those guys are not on the top of the leaderboard. It's usually defensive ends and outside linebackers. Some of the other names in there, of course, Von Miller. He's second. And Chandler.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So far, we haven't looked back to what Pittsburgh did last week. So before their offense comes out here, let's discuss that loss to the Chargers. Even though the Steeler fans don't want to hear it, you know, that was their largest blown lead at home in Steeler history.
I still can't believe this number or these statistics. 174, 0-1 at home with at least a 16-point lead prior to that game. That's absolutely unbelievable, but let's give credit where credit's due. Did Pittsburgh actually blow the game, or did the Chargers come back and take it? Because I thought they did an excellent job in the second half. Now, here's the thing for Pittsburgh. Their lead over the Baltimore Ravens in their division down to just half a game as the sprint to the finish begins.
Takes 2 of them.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go. Show that bench release and go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now. Big, big. Snickers, 66.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Breeze now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze completes this one to Meredith. And he'll go down at the 28. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going deep for Brown. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Easy. Get set, get set. Level. Get set.
Breeze going to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Breeze now on first down. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Now Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Quick look ahead to Week 14 and what's on tap. A couple of good games, at least historically. Pittsburgh and Oakland and Philly and Dallas.
And all of a sudden, I'm 8 years old again. Because Pittsburgh and Oakland, when I hear those names, I'm thinking who's going to win and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. That's what it felt like when I was growing up. How about the one that's got flexed in? The Rams and Bears playing in Soldier Field on Sunday night.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then Vikings-Seahawks on Monday night. So 2 great ones to finish off the weekend.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for wild card spots and, of course, maybe even a division title or 2.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And all the way up to the 46. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
8.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back now in Pittsburgh. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, It's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for them.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 58 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Play action. Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
21.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Gets it to Meredith complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Got it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Kill.
Again, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson from 10 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Right now, clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Snickers, you got to spin. Double bump.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Complete to Watson, the tight end. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Breeze, got to have this one. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining.
We coming, man.